Did you enjoy that break? Can you even call it that? All right, y'all, we're right back in the arena again, but this time we're going down under. And child, this was an interesting first episode. I am so ready to talk about this. Cue my theme music. Listen. Yeah! Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Do me a favor and hit that like button, share, and subscribe to the channel. Become a part of my Rant Pack family. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get my social medias out the way so we can get right into this. Because, you know, it's first episode. They already said Snatch Game is happening the second episode. I'm like, oh, y'all are just throwing us in here. You can follow me at MattyRants on both Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Bookable on Cameo, and on the Stereo app. And you can find me on the Airtime app at MattyRants as well. We're going to be starting 2 shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays on that app, so make sure you download that. It's going to be a really good time, and one of those shows will be Drag Race Trivia, and we're giving out cash prizes. So I hope to see you there. You can also follow me at the MattyRants on Twitter. Also, if you'd like to donate to the channel, please and thank you. Cash App $sign MattyRants, Venmo MattyRants, and PayPal.me/MattyRants. Now, before we start this up, I am fully aware of the whole Karen from Finance and Scarlett Adams issue that, was addressed, and people have posted receipts, this, that, and the other. One in particular has made an apology. Or spoke of said situation. So what I'm going to do moving forward with this review is I'm going to try to watch this from a standpoint of them on the show doing drag versus that situation, while in the back of my mind I am very much aware and also like, okay. I'm not going to try to find things. But if it lands in my lap, we will be discussing it. So let's go ahead and get into this first episode of RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under. Good day, good day, good day. They are shady this season. I love it. The prize is here for these babies because, in the UK, these girls got a badge and a TV show or an online show, okay? For the Down Under season, they get a 1-year supply of Revolution Cosmetics, a $30,000 cash prize. Okay. I'm here for it. This is like, what, season 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race type of tease, maybe 3. No, was that a little bit higher than that? I can't remember, but okay, a cash prize and some good makeup for a year. All right, fulfill those promises. Michelle Visage and Rice Nichols are the, I guess, guest judges or main guest judges for this show. Yeah, main guest judges. RuPaul is also there too. I was kind of surprised it didn't seem like it from the trailer or lack thereof. Or the little clips that we did get. I thought RuPaul was going to, pop in and out or whatever, but okay. Nice to see Ru there. She had fun down under. But I wonder if that's going to change later, since there was this very weird moment with RuPaul and RuPaul being in the same room. Yeah, we'll get there. And guest judge Taika Waititi is there. Not really. He's on set. And there are timed reactions, kind of, sort of. I don't know if he actually could see what was going on. I got low-key, we're going to film a couple moments with you doing stuff, and then we're just going to add it to people's routines for the little mini challenge. Okay, let's get to these babies. Come on, Matty. Art Simone from Melbourne, Australia, probably had my favorite line walking into the workroom. I didn't come here to fuck spiders. Art Simone looked fabulous, polished as fur. okay? And definitely a contender. So, Art, I see you came to play. And you were Shady Boots. You were Shady Boots for all the intros of everybody coming in. I loved it. Give me comedy, queen. Maxi Shield was next, and I was here for this queen and that giant breastplate, okay? She was giving me polished tees, and I enjoyed her purple presentation. I thought she looked good. JoJo's the Hoe from Newcastle, Australia, giving us Indigenous. Love her, love her, love her. She was also real shady in the beginning. I was here for this look. They were coming in. Well, the majority of them were coming in. Now, Electra Shock. Electra Shock. All right. From Auckland, New Zealand. Okay. Okay. This was oof. This was oof. It was, girl. I mean, I know you're a performer, and that's what this outfit gave, but when I tell you it was meant for somebody else, I was confused. I thought that was for a toddler. I was like, girl, she got a small ass outfit on this big ass body. I didn't understand that. But I was like, okay, I think I like Electra. We're going to give her a try. This outfit was, and not the wig. Oh no, it was this too. It was, we was like, ooh, try again. Scarlett Adams from Perth, Australia. Forgive me, but I said Aquaria so quickly, and I love you, Aquaria, not to do comparisons, but when I saw all of this and all of that with a little less of a bit of a, edge, yeah. Aquaria without an edge. No shade. I was like, oh, okay. This is cute. She's painted. Yes. Coco Jumbo from Sydney, Australia is a woman. Bitch, I was like, look at this. Look at this mug. Look at this face. I was here for it. Get puss. Yes, I was here for Coco. I was snapping at my TV screen like, come on, Jumbo. I live. One of my favorites coming into the workroom. Absolutely. Ketamine from Auckland, New Zealand, happens to own the cabaret that Electra works at. Child, Ketamine's her boss. Child, I was like, here we go. We got the dynamics already for the season. You see how the storyline was coming together? I said, I see you. Come on, Drag Race. Bring them in. Then they mentioned somebody else who just so happened to be also a co-host of the show. They bringing up Anita's name. And Ketamine was throwing shade. Bitch, when I tell you, because I honestly knew of the show, I was, did light research on the cast. I just knew of names. I didn't go as far as let me look into their backstory until we got to the Karen thing and the Scarlett thing. That's when I was like, oh, let me do some research here. So that was a gag, seeing Anita come through the workroom too. That was funny. But before Anita came in, we had etc. walk into the workroom from Sydney, Australia. And she was a cockroach with fucked up antennas. So technically she was stepped on before she came into the workroom. She's pretty. I wanted better for her with the outfit, but she's pretty. I forgot to talk about Ketamine's outfit. Lord. I like can't be dragged, but Lord. That was a lot. But yeah, after etc., that's when Anita walked in. And when I tell you, Art Simone, and I forgot to mention this because Art Simone's the one that mentioned to Electra, like, wait, didn't you just say you worked at this cabaret? So, Keita, doesn't that mean you were her boss? So when Anita came in, okay, Anita came in, right? It was like, uh-oh, Keita, and I love Art Simone. You better bring me mess, sister. Bring me mess, and all the other girls were kind of in on it too. It was like, didn't you just say something about Anita being like riding your coattails, girl? Like what was that? Didn't you say didn't you say that? I was here for the mess. Anita seems nice, very sweet. Keita mean. Art Simone said both of your bosses are here. I can't. Oh, and last and not least to walk into the workroom is Miss Karen from Finance. Karen is polished, and yeah, Karen's polished. Like I can't. It's hard to knock. That bitch is polished. But all 10 queens are there. RuPaul then shows up in this great color ensemble with this giant ass scarf. And basically lets them know, hey, queens, you have made it to Drag Race Down Under. Let the competition begin. Your first mini challenge is an acting challenge called Thar. Not Thor, but Thar, based on Thor. Guest judge Taika Waititi is there on screen to give his best expressions or statements for what they're doing. Now, this mini challenge segment had them reading from cue cards, and they needed to say a whole bunch of thars and thurs and thus and thus and all that kind of extraness. So, this was funny, but I found it unfortunate that some of them didn't get the edit where it showed them reading the cue cards. So it kind of felt like, was it really that bad, or is this just how we're playing the narrative for these queens? Art Simone was given the most time, if we'll just go there. The most time. And was quite hilarious. Also, the pit crew. The one that looks like Jeremiah from Floribama, honey. I mean, God bless him. God bless him. This other one over here probably can lay it down. I don't know what's going on. But I said, well, this is the pit crew. Is it just these two? We get some more? What's happening here? Are we going to get more differences? I like this. Show all body types. Go on. Everybody sort of had their little spiel. Had this giant gun they were holding. There was really funny moments from this. There was only a couple of, there's no jokes here. Nothing was funny about this. To most people's surprise, because of how they looked at her coming into the workroom here, Electra Shock won the mini challenge. Yay, Electra. Good job, sis. Maxi challenge, anyone? Category is a mini ball. Thank you, Ru. It's the Get to Know You ball. The first category is Born Naked, which is nude illusion. The second category is No Place Like Home, and this is a hometown look. Once they've been given their Maxi challenge, the queens, of course, disperse. Everyone's saying their tea back and forth. This is Drag Race 101, y'all. We're in the workroom. We're noticing who Trade is. Everybody's version of Trade is very skewed and different. Everybody is completely different as far as what their consideration of Trade is. Jokes are said here and there, and it's all a good time in the workroom. During this time, this is where we get a few people's storyline out the way, and this is how we also know who possibly is going to place in certain positions on the show, because your story was given kinda early, and y'all know how that goes. It's either a top position or a bottom position, and every now and then they give it to somebody who they want you to feel is going to go far. Whether they're safe or high or low, it's like they'll give you just a little sprinkle of what their background is. And it's like, okay. But JoJo's the hoe, I immediately began to worry once we got into your storyline, but also I was interested and intrigued by it because I didn't know that out there in Australia. I didn't know about the Black concentration camps out there, which I now want to do a little bit more research on that seriously. And when looking at JoJo's the Hoe, and then speaking of their how proud they are with their indigenous roots and everything that they stand for, I was happy they were very open about talking about something like this because again, I was educated today. I'm an American with our own issues with us as Black Americans and what we're dealing with. I'm glad there was a moment for this. I kind of wish we could have delved a little bit deeper into that subject, but I understand this is a drag show, so we really can't go there. But I'm sad because of how that deep storyline that we were just given here, not just storyline, but an actual fact, like true events, you know what I mean? And this person, y'all know what happened this episode, but I was a little bit jaded. Like, really? But I also saw that lip sync. So then we went to Ketamine. And it was about her body issues because Ketamine used to be bigger and got gastric sleeve surgery, if I remember correctly. And of course lost the weight, but there's still that insecurity inside of them and that nervousness to show their body or to show that vulnerability. So that's very understandable. And again, very real moment. Also where I was like, child, is she in trouble too? Like, what's about to happen here? Everybody's going through it. It's the first episode. They were excited. They were reading. Then they were reading a horrible script. RuPaul laughed a little bit. A little bit this time, kids. Not a lot. A little bit. Not everyone got a guffaw. And then we get into storyline mode. I said, all right. This is Drag Race. And since this is the first episode, we can't go too far without somebody having a wardrobe malfunction. And sure enough, it was Scarlett Adams as her prosthetic bodysuit ripped all in the back. Like damn near detached itself. Okay. The whole thing. Child, and the front end. So it was like she had to sew that together prior to getting on the runway. So I have to give Scarlett some kudos for that because I didn't really notice it until they brought it up on the runway. I saw a little brief glimpse of the front, but not too much for the back. So that was a moment. You know, work under pressure, girl. What if she didn't know how to sew that back? Ooh, can you imagine? All right, kids, we already know the categories for the runway. We know who the judges are. But then RuPaul comes out with this black dress number, you know, a little something on the shoulder, a little something on the little something right here, you know, and then this wig that I was having a hard time with. I didn't know if I liked it or not. I don't hate it. I just didn't know if I liked it or not. I kept looking at it like, I like that. I don't know about, you know, I was figuring out the pros and cons a little too much. She looked lovely though. RuPaul did look lovely, but then RuPaul starts speaking to himself without drag at the judges panel and then proceeds to have the RuPaul in drag sit off to the side with some weird curtain in the background while the girls did the runway. Does anybody know or have any insight on what that foolishness was about? Because I was not here for that gag. That was weird. Why are you and you there? Why are both of you there? No, what? Did the guest judge, was he supposed to be there since? Like, he could have been on video screen still. Why wasn't he there? We could have had a little Watiti. We could have had him right there. What? I didn't understand that. That was interesting. Okay, that's where we put it. That was interesting. It was interesting. Yes. Category is Born Naked, and I'm going to be looking off to my other screen here as these looks come down the runway. First up is Scarlett Adams giving full-on body, like suit, prosthetic body suit down. Honey, this was polished. This was interesting. I'm not going to be able to show this fully up here. I'm going to have to block out a couple of things because I'm not trying to. But this was the assignment and she came. It was fully naked. Born, honey. Okay. Next up is Maxi Shield. I like this look. I thought this was clean and it felt like very right. You know, it was sheer. It showed body. We got a little nipple here and there. The wig was done. I thought this was polished puss. I like this. This was good. Electra Shock is next, and she's giving an ode to RuPaul's early days. And no, it's okay. I like up here. I like upstairs. I'm not too much a fan of downstairs. I'm not a fan of the living room and the basement. I do like the bedroom upstairs though, but okay. Next up is Coco Jumbo, and this is another up here. Upstairs situation is lovely. This mug is painted. Down, the wig is right. I'm here for it, but downstairs with these random pillows of body parts and these unnecessary earrings that are on the arms supposed to give the little, you know, I get the ears, but I get it, but no. Coco Jumbo was sickening. I just hated all of this downstairs. Boo. It was horrible. Pillows. Next up is etc. And etc. is non-binary. This is an ode to that with the body aesthetic. I'm seeing almost like the surgery marks of the in-between and going through where it's... I like that. That was a message that was well done. I'm here for the presentation of it. Yeah, this was interesting. I like that. That was cool. JoJo's the hoe. Damn, bitch, I wanted this to be better for you. The titties ain't even drawn on right. Either you had it positioned incorrectly or somebody fucked with you by maybe 2 inches of this chest, of this breast right here. Something was a little higher than it needed to be. The same issue with this is what I had with Electra Shock. Even though Electra Shock's was very like not even like flesh tone, this one here, it just, I don't know. It's like too much of a disconnect on certain parts of it for me. I'm okay with a couple of things here and there, but I wish this was better for JoJo's How. Oh, it's the back end too. That butt was, it didn't know, it didn't look right. Next up is Karen from Finance. I swear to God, Lady Bunny had stepped out on the stage. Psych, this is Karen's aesthetic. I'm here for the presentation of this. Like, I didn't fully like the whole thing. I enjoyed the whole bits and pieces, the reveal of it all. I thought that was done very well. And yeah, this was campy. It was cool. I love that the glitteriness of it all was great. But I just laughed at the yellow the yellow pubic hair down there. That was funny. Anita Wiglett is next, and she's giving Eve in the Garden of Eden, and or Poison Ivy, or whatever you want, or however you want to interpret this. I actually like this. I thought this was cool. The green leaf design that's on it is well placed. I wish there was more of it going around the body, but that's just me. And that could be just what she was going for with the silhouette. Dude, I did like this from Anita. I like this. I liked it. I liked it. Next up is Ketamine. And this is supposed to be like a soap bubbly number, or, you know, very, it's interesting. The chest piece was a little too like this for me, where it disproportioned the way the body looked or whatever, but I liked it. I liked the concept of this. I was good with this look. I'm okay with it. I was okay with this. I was okay with it. It was very polished up top. Next up is Art Simone. Oh, 8. This was fire. Literally the whole half side of the one side full drag, the other side like completely naked. I loved every bit of this. This was amazing. This was excellent. I loved it. 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 I thought this was fire. Okay, now we're on to the hometown drag looks. First up is Scarlett Adams. The state animal in Western Australia is the black swan, so she's giving this ode to that. This was a polished look. It was nice. I love that we've seen sort of like the animal on someone's hand before a bit, you know, when Sharon Needles did it for season 4 with the snake, and I think someone else had their own little moment with it as well later. But I did like this. I thought this was polished. I was like, go on, Scar. Next up is Maxi Shield as a prawn. This was kind of good. I like this. I see Maxi Shield coming with some looks. Like, this is camp, but it's very polished. I enjoyed this very much. I like the fact that with the whole headpiece and how it gave very that tease, but when she took it off, it gave a whole other like full drag look. I like this a lot. Yeah, this was nice. Next up is Electra Shock, representing her hometown, and even with the explanation, this is just giving me pride. Like, just pride. Like, she's about to show up for pride. She's about to turn it out. Next up is Coco Jumbo, representing Coffs Harbor, and this was a great King Kong outfit. This was fire. I kind of like this a whole lot. I think I don't know if there needed to be an issue with a little bit in the fitting in the front of it. I'm trying to find something wrong. I like this a lot. I thought Coco was fabulous. Bitch, she serves good mug down the runway. I'm enjoying her characteristics on the runway. Live. Next up is etc., giving Canberra realness. And yeah, this was polished. This was kind of fire. Davina DeCampo looks good. No shade. And none to Davina either. I was like, oh, that's what I was getting. That's what I was getting. I liked it though. I really did. JoJo's the hoe. I felt bad because what you were representing with this look, with the Aboriginal style, with this mixture of Marie Antoinette, and then your message at the end when you flipped up the back and it says always was and always will be. Okay. I'm just sad that the wig lining in the back is showing incredibly. Like, hello, it's not on. Okay, it was like, yeah. It was eating the back of your head. And then the look itself was like cool. Like, it was okay. I did not really care for this at all. And then the makeup to me just I get what you were going for, but I was not happy with the execution. However, I appreciated the message and glad it was said. Next up is Karen from Finance giving rich white woman from Melbourne at the races. Um, polished, polished. Absolutely. Even with the comedy aspect of it all, y'all get into that top portion of this. Like, you see the dress is everything, right? But the sleeves and the shoulders that are built into the dress up top with this, that match that purple. Oh, gorgeous. I loved this outfit. I love this outfit. I thought it was everything. But yes, go on, Karen. This was fire. Anita Wiglett. This is cute. I love this. Like, I'm just looking at it right now. This is cute. This is actually fun. I enjoy it. I liked how it's put together. I enjoy this. This cute little ram sheep look. I like it. Yeah, this is cute. Bah, I love it. It's good. Giving you rugby player tees with this dress. I got Aiden Zane so quick, honey. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I'm doing these comparisons. That's where my head went. I was like, look at this big wig on Aiden. No, I thought this was a decent look. It was polished in terms of how it was sewn and put together. I needed some color on it, but that's what she wanted to give. So there you go. I was good with the Kita. I was good. Last and certainly not least is Art Simone. Bitch. If you would like my genuine reaction to when I saw this outfit, girl, please head on over to my Instagram or my Twitter. I posted it. I loved the Chanel moment. I loved the wig. It was so Liza meets Joan Jett. Very rock star, but like money and like she's just, oh. But then when she flipped the capelet around and the whole girl, the outfit changed up and the bitch brought a hat. God bless it. What? Art Simone. It was right. It was right. And my favorite of the night. Absolutely. That was, oh, I needed that, honey. It was good. Right with God. Right with God. Judging was interesting, but I agree for the most part when it came to judging, honestly. Like, the tops were Scarlett Adams, Karen from Finance, and Art Simone. The bottoms were JoJo Zaho. Coco Jumbo was in there for the first outfit for sure. And Electra Shock for obvious reasons. You know, one wasn't really a nude illusion. And the other one was like, oh, okay, so what are you right now? And she explained it, and it was very much what it was supposed to be. But I also, like Michelle, was, okay, I hate to be that person, but that's what it felt like. I was like, she's going to Pride. That's what I got from that outfit, you know, and this very makeup, you know, like, you know, just, that's a car alarm. You hit that button, whoop, whoop. That's just what I get. So regardless of all that, they gave the girls with the highs the praises and the girls with the lows not so much. Untucked is very little and very light. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. The winner of this week's episode of Drag Race Down Under is Karen from Finance. Now, Karen was really good, but I honestly thought it was going to be Art Simone this week. But okay, we got it from Karen. Scarlett Adams and Art Simone are safe, and so is Coco Jumbo, leaving JoJo Zaho and Electra Shock to battle it out in the first lip sync of the season. The song is by the Bee Gees, and it's Tragedy. Good song. Good song. All right. JoJo Zaho. I was expecting a tad bit more, but I also saw what kind of performance you were giving. It was not bad, but this bitch over here, Electric Shock, said first lip sync, I'm going to throw puss. Mama did a side split, boom, down. Okay, Cameron Michaels, we see you. But then sister did a 360 jump into a front split, and my God, it was done very, very well. And you know why? Because she didn't bounce when she hit the ground, children. It was a boom, land. There was no cushion to give her a quarter jump off the bed. Nope. Boom. Electra wanted it more. JoJo did a great job, but I could see Electra fighting Electra was fighting for this one. I may have been dragged tonight, but I will show you my drag tonight. And I was kind of here for it. I did enjoy the lip sync though. They did a good job together. I like that they played with each other a little bit, and it was good. It was good, but I'm sad to see JoJo as a whole get eliminated. I wanted to see more of her, so I'm a bit sad, a little bit broken. I thought that Electra deserved to stay though, so it was a good lip sync. Um, yeah, but that was the episode, kids. RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under is here. Okay, and the next episode is Snatch Game. Whoa. I'm like, whew, they are starting this early, honey. Tell me what you thought of this week's episode of the show. What were your highs? What were your lows? What'd you think of judging? What'd you think of the runways? And what'd you think of the lip sync? It's your boy Matty Rants. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll be here every Saturday night talking about Drag Race Down Under. The panel is on Sundays. Pose will be on Sundays. That review will be on Mondays. And we'll have Legendary pop up on Fridays. And you'll have that for your Friday evenings as well. All right, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in. Hugs and kisses. My best love and wishes to you. It's your boy Matty Rants. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.